So, viewers, on October 1st, 2024, Iran launched a massive missile attack against Israel. Explosions echoed across major cities, air raid sirens blared, and citizens rushed to the shelters. They were grappling with the immediate threat to their safety. Now, Dave Shahtihin, an Israeli citizen from Jaffa, is joining us on a video call to provide first hand information into the recent ground situation after Iranian missile strikes. Welcome to the broadcast, Dave. Yesterday, this major escalation happened between Israel and Iran. Tuesday night, the attack was launched. What was the immediate impact of the missile strikes nearby your community? Was there any specific incident or experience that you or your neighbors faced during the attack?
Basically, again, do you hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically, again, I live in Jaffa. Jaffa is basically in, let's say, Arab Jewish city in Israel.
Yeah.
Tel Aviv and Jaffa are together. And last night, except the almost 200 missiles from the Iranian side and the non-stop alarms that we had of the missiles, obviously, we had something even worse. We had two terrorists that went from a train station and killed 7 people, and I think another 15 are injured, including two moms, 33-year-old and 35-year-old, with no, no degree, no heart of what they've done. And we live here in Jaffa, Tel Aviv, and we big community, Arabs and Jews and Muslims and everybody here live in peace. But there are some, including the terrorist regimes like Hezbollah or Hamas. I talked with you before that a year ago I had an interview also in CNN, and we just I'm thinking like we're doing a replay now, because we deal with Hamas in Gaza, and now we're dealing with Hezbollah in Lebanon. And Lebanon also, by the way, are our allies. We have nothing against them, and they have nothing against us. But unfortunately, Hezbollah is a very big terrorist organization, and most of the world knows it. And we are fighting them, and we are losing. I have lost so many friends this last year, honestly. Friends who went to a party, dancing and having fun, kidnapped and didn't come home. Like a year, almost a year from 7th October. So last night, before the 200 missiles, we had a big terror attack in one of our beloved places in Jaffa, in Old Jaffa, which, by the way, Muslims and Arabs adore and love. It's a holy land, holy area. And I don't know how to call them, two bad people just came, honestly, and murdered innocent people from the train station with no reason, only hatred. And all the eyes on us always, like we are the bad guys, we are the bad people. No, we, again, and I will say it 100 times more, we are doing the world a favor. We are helping the world to clear and cleanse the evilness of Hamas, of Hezbollah, and all the terror organizations there are. All right, so I don't know, again, what they show on the news worldwide, because I see the news here. But I can tell you from first sight, and I live maybe, I don't know, 500 meters from where the terror attack was last night. I know, and I heard from my colleagues also, that this is a very bad situation, and it happened again for no reason, just no reason.
Dave, I want to understand this from you. what are the current feelings among residents? And I'm talking this in context of government's response to missile attacks like that which happened last night and the ongoing military operation in Lebanon. Is there a sense of unity in the Israeli people, or there is some concern uh, in context to government's response to these attacks?
Again, I think it's divided because you have a bit of more controversy about Benjamin Netanyahu, if he's the good prime minister or someone else. But in the last year, because of 7th October, so much happened in this year. I mean, we started with Gaza, and now I think we're like controlling it, like per se. And now we are heading to Lebanon to destroy the Hezbollah, this terrorist organization that Lebanon has nothing against Israel. I know it, but bad people are across us all the way. And I think what Israel does, any other country wouldn't do it like this because we have manners, we polite, and we tolerate. But enough is enough. And I think this time, until Israel won't delete the entire organizations, like the terror organizations, I mean, we won't sit. We lost too many good people. Like yesterday, a mom who was holding her baby in the train station was murdered of nothing, and her baby doesn't know who the mom is. So sometimes you need to like put an end to these kind of acts. It doesn't really matter. Again, I'm not saying Lebanon people are bad or Gaza people are bad. I mean, for sure, most of them want peace. But Israel has to defend itself. And if we won't do it, so the Middle East will be gone. Israel, for me, right now, is I don't know how to say it, the totem between peace and war. And Iran, obviously, are behind it. Then it's not a lie, it's a fact.
Is there any sense of fear in the Israeli people that the situation may escalate, it may become more gruesome?
I don't think it depends on Israel. I think it depends more on the other side. You mean like a World War III? I hope not, to be honest. But if they will keep doing like last night what they did, Israel won't shut up. They will keep. And you saw how we killed Nasrallah and how we're trying not to hit civilians. Obviously, it's not our goal. But we have the most advanced army and advanced air force in the world. And if needed, Iran will have damage soonly. I hope soonly.
So, Dave, when yesterday this major escalation took place, how was the evacuation procedure like? What all safety measures you guys took?
Well, when we, it's sad also to talk about it, but we
Yeah.
are we are in an unstoppable war in the last year. You have alarms and sirens maybe once a week here, but in the north you have it every day, all day. I live in Jaffa, Tel Aviv. It's not in the north, but when we hear the alarms, we're going to the shelters, we're going to the stairways, we are leaving everything behind us, our lives, our work, our daily jobs. And it's so hard to speak about it because we've lost so many good people, our friends, our families. I'm not, we didn't even talk about 100 people that's kidnapped in Gaza.
Yes.
God knows if they're still alive. To be honest, no one really knows, because 6 of them were brutally murdered, if you know or not, a month and a half ago, I guess, before we wanted to save them. Like, I mean, the army, the IDF. So now we're just hoping for, I don't know, for a glimpse of peace from the
Yeah.
Iranian side. And I can tell you also that a lot of people in Syria, in Iran, in Lebanon, in Jordan, they are very happy that we killed Nasrallah, because he was the head of the organization of Hezbollah for over 30 years, and he was managing it with Iranian forces. And I guess they will be next also. I'm not a soldier right now, but I'm saying, like, it's obviously on the target.
Yeah. Dave, also, if when evacuation procedures happen and safety measures are implemented, do you also face challenges in meeting day-to-day, essential services? Like, do you face challenges to go out and get essential services like food, water, or, do you face any issues while traveling from one city to another, or maybe traveling out of the country?
So basically, we already have the water, we already have the food we need. We have shelters almost in every building, at least in the center. I don't know, maybe in the north less, but we are ready. We are prepared to any something critical. But I don't think it will happen. I don't see any critical thing happens, because our defense system is one of the best in the world. So I don't see it. But again, our people, not only ours, by the way, we have French hostages, we have American hostages, we have Russian hostages in Gaza right now. So our people, the Hebrew people, the Jewish people, are held in God knows what tunnel or which cave they're held. And we are, the war in the north, again, over 100,000 people are not living in their homes right now because of
Yes.
this war. So it's very hard when also people from Iraq, from Yemen, also, sending rockets, or I don't know how to say it, drones. Yeah, the drones, whatever. Uh, it's very hard. It's very hard. You have no silent week here, and it's very sad because Israel is a very, very peaceful country. Very peaceful. And I'm telling you, as one that lives in my building, a 9-stage building, I live with at least 4 Arab families, and we're all so okay. We're all good. We love each other, and they're also against it. We're dealing a terrorist organization. That's it, basically.